You better get this excited about a math conference. You better get this excited about going to college convention. You setting up these children and sticking. We all know black folks can sing and dance and entertain. We've been doing that. We're good at it. What we're not good at right now is saving our children. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. And this is truth. Do you remember last year in Ohio? They had a man there. He had some psychological problems, and he kept all of these exotic animals. And then he got upset, and he said, I'm going to release all the animals, and I'm going to kill myself. So he let all the lions and tigers and bears and snakes loose, and then shot himself. And one day a woman was doing her, dishes, and she said, oh my God, there's a lion in the backyard. Jim, there's a lion. And then another lady said, oh my God, Herb, there's a bear in the backyard. And guess what that community did? They put up paper signs and electronic signs. They shut down every school, warned everybody on the radio and on the TV and in the paper. And within 24 hours, they caught every bear, every lion, every tiger. And then they turned around, and they were so good at what they did, they said, oh my goodness, there's a monkey missing. There's one monkey missing. And they cut open the belly of the lion and found the monkey. Now, if that was in a black neighborhood, we would have been fighting about who was going to go catch the animals. We would have been fighting about what we were going to do with them once we caught them. We would have been arguing about what school to close and who was supposed to give the instruction to close it. And meanwhile, grandmas would have been getting eaten up. Our kids would have been, lions would have been running around with our children in their mouths. We got to work together on this because we're all in this together. Never give up on your family members. I don't care who they are. God didn't come into my life until I was 31 years old. Don't give up on somebody because they lost their way. It's never too late. My grandmother told me, Victor, you can make it. She didn't say you can make it if you go to prison. She said, Victor, you can make it. And that's what I've always remembered about my grandmother. Victor, you can make it. Let me tell you something. Every step of the way, someone has helped me. There's been a lot of people who just have not. But keep working. You remember that old nursery rhyme, the little engine that could? You pay attention to nursery rhymes. I know I can, I know I can, I know I can. See, the kids are stupid today because we sit them in front. See, we had good cartoons when I was growing up, remember? Popeye, the Flintstones, the Jetsons. Now you got SpongeBob. Put your child in front of us talking sponge and wonder why he's stupid. Because he's been sitting in front of a sponge all day. The sponge is teaching your child, a sponge. Now, our cartoons were crazy too. You remember when Yogi Bear and Boo Boo? And Yogi Bear was saying to Boo Boo, now come on, bring that basket, Boo Boo. It was drugs in the basket. That's why I was always looking for Ranger Rick. Remember when Olive Oyl was always chasing that baby? She was a crack addict. Come here. Remember how skinny she was? And Popeye had that pipe? But we didn't know. But now the cartoons are just stuck on stupid. They don't even make sense. I want to thank you for listening to me this morning. I want to say to you that your pastor is a great pastor. See, I'm going to tell you why, though. I'm going to tell you another reason why. You need to hear this. When I first got out of prison, I thought I'm the prodigal son come home. I thought I should be allowed to go into the pulpit. My grandfather died preaching in the pulpit. I've been to prison. Do you know no ministers would let me in their church? Wouldn't let me in. And the ones that did were a little tiny church and put me in the basement. But finally, I made it to the regional Baptist convention in Illinois. Then I made it to the state Baptist convention, and Dr. Waddle saw me and said, I'm bringing you to the National Baptist Convention. And all the ministers that wouldn't let me in the church had to stand there and hear me give a keynote address. And I haven't even been to divinity school. What I'm telling you is, it takes a powerful pastor who's sure of himself, that believes in God, to let me in his church. This man didn't hesitate. That's how I know of his greatness, because he thought enough of you to allow me to come into his church and deliver a message that many pastors, for whatever reason, wouldn't let me do. I love you for it. You are a great man of God. I've been inspired. I've met a lot of pastors. You're one of the greatest that I've ever seen. Thank you for having me. Thank you for bringing me. God bless all of you.